Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. So this is going to be best on fighting spirit going up against FAMAS 2. I don't have too many games of him on here. He's a pretty well-known amateur. He is a pretty strong Terran. I wouldn't say he's particularly close to getting into ASL, but he's good enough that if you're really hardcore into StarCraft, you definitely know who he is. Well, I guess there's different levels of really... If you are... If you're Artosis or like a top amateur or pro, you know who FAMAS is. I don't know, maybe some other people do as well. So yeah, he's obviously a very good player. I don't think he's too much of a match for best, but this was recommended by Dude Nerd with a lot of question marks and what is this written. So when I see something like that, I'm like, wait, let's check it out. I have no idea what we're about to see, but I have a feeling something weird might occur here. All right, so Fighting Spirit. An old map, terrible map. Surprised it's still getting played. Like, yeah, it's just, it doesn't do well. It's like, I've explained it a million times. It's just like the older a map gets, the worse it gets. Did you know once upon a time Destination was considered one of our best 1v1 maps? Now you look at Destination, you're like, wait a minute. People played on this? It's like, yeah, not even that long ago. It's not even like from 2002. It's like a 2007 map or something. But you look at it now, it's like, yeah, it is incredibly unplayable right now. This is a similar map. Like, this is something that was really popular. I want to say 2009, something like that. This was like super, super popular, and everyone was kind of playing it. And it just, it hasn't held up well. It hasn't held up well, but people like it, so it remains a playable map. Yeah, and we'll see how this goes for them. So it looks like FAMAS was going for a gasless expand. Chose as the probe came a little bit quickly to make the gas. It's really borderline. If the probe gets in your base after the barracks is finished, I think it's kind of personal preference if you want to take your gas or not. But yeah, if it comes before the barracks is finished, you basically have to take your gas. It's kind of like, it's tricky numbers. So like the quicker the probe comes, the more likely zealots are on the way. If zealots are on the way, the more likely you're going to have to slow your expansion down. If you're going to have to slow your expansion down, if you give a mouse a cookie, you're going to need a vulture, okay? Is basically where we're getting at. And you can see some big pressure coming out of the cell. It's actually doing a really good job. FAMAS is actually building with the Very Hurt SCV. Okay, they should have some good micro here and be fine. Get those in the bunker. Get those in the bunker. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Ah! Okay, he gets that, he gets that. Okay, he didn't take additional damage on the Marines, but he really he really battled hard to get that bunker up, so he definitely needs to get down here and use it. He's lost a few SCVs, which kind of sucks, but now he's got 4 Marines, so he's fine. In the meantime, offensive eBay. Oh, no cancel. Rough. I think there was no cancel there. I wasn't watching the minerals exactly at that second, but I think there was no cancel. Okay. So, janky openers on both sides. Oh. Well, hold on then. He has this forward bunker. It's quite forward. This could be a situation where you do something cheesy, although everything's so late from the rush. But he's mining a lot of gas, so we might see something like... Well, he's not building a fact, so maybe a starport? What? A second Rax? With a 300 gas bank? Well, that's a very odd choice, but okay. With a proxy robo, like, anytime you're going heavier Marines, Reaver is the answer. It's not Templar tech. Like, a Marine medic can actually deal with Templar tech a lot easier than Reaver tech. Reaver tech is basically impossible. People are always asking that come from StarCraft 2, why can't you use bio? Is it Storm? Is Storm too strong in this game? And it's like, well, it is too strong, yes! But the real reason is the Reaver. The Reaver just, it comes out so fast, the tech is so fast, it's so reliable at killing off bio. There's really no counterplay. Whereas High Templars, there actually is some counterplay. You can actually do things like dodge storms and, you know, EMP, irradiate, make bunkers, stuff like that. Reaver just counters everything that Bio does. So, obviously, that's going to make it very, very tough. He has an Academy up. Siege mode on the way. Some medics. I didn't see what upgrades, if any, he's been making. Okay, Stim on the way. When fighting against Dragoons, range is actually much more important than Stim. I know that sounds silly, but it is 100% true. Okay, so Best has his Nexus up now, and he's going to go ahead and drop off a couple Zealots and a Dragoon. So ferrying some units up. Okay, he is actually going to push in, and he's going to see 3 racks, and he's going to be really happy because this should be pretty straightforward from here with the Reaver. Because this really looks like a bio tank all in. So like from here, you just make sure you have lots of units and you jump the Reaver around a whole lot. Okay, he's targeting down what he can. Okay, a couple of SCVs. Get some Marine. Not going to get too much else. You know, a couple of Zealots and a Dragoon are not going to do very much, that's for sure. 19 SCVs to 26 probes. Getting range, a couple more gates as well. And now it's all about the Reaver. Just slowing your opponent down here is going to be absolutely key. Now, to try to get past something like this, because you have to go all in, you should be sending 1 unit ahead to eat Scarabs. Okay, well, he gets 4 there. Oh my God. Gets another 4. So still got 8 Marines, even though that was kind of a failed Reaver. And if there was anything else there with it, it would have gotten way more. But he literally had only the Reaver and Shuttle, still got those 8 Marines. Microing back with these goons. He has another Reaver. Another Reaver on the way, but no Shuttle. What the hell are you? You gonna just rally slow Reavers across the map? What is this? So a bit of a blunder there, I guess, from Best. He is going to move forward with those goons. Sacrifices 2 of them for a tank. That is not going to be a sustainable model. The Reavers coming in, like, you know, they are outranged by tanks in siege mode. I think it's like Guardians and tanks in siege mode outrange the Reaver. Actually, I think Guardians might have the same range as a Reaver. I don't know, and I don't really care. But I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here comes the Reaver. It is going to go for a flank. The Marines actually doing like a ridiculously good job on those goons up there. They have range now. They have their stim. The next Reaver is going to take a little while to get down there. Shuttle on the way. Hopefully he does not sack that before he gets there. Now, if you can get bunkers up, like bunker siege tank push is insane. Even Reavers have a hard time dealing with that. If you get the bunkers up in good proximity to the Nexus. Okay, this Nexus is 100% going down. He cannot save that. I think he has to go up the ramp with the goons, which is, wow. He's actually going to try to fight. That's crazy. You should just give it and make an arc up here because, like, you know your opponent is completely all in. Like, a counter drop of Reaver will actually kill basically his whole economy, and you sit up on top of the ramp and they can't really push you. And then you build up more and more units, and you get more shuttles, and you start bringing stuff out, and their entrenched position isn't worth as much. Best is definitely misplaying a little bit. I think it's a ladder game, and he's like, yeah, let me just see if I can break this. It's like, well, you don't play against that very much, I guess, because that is not going to end up going well. His Dragoons now having some very good micro, though. A couple probes being pulled up as well. We've got to make sure he's focus firing here. Oh, my God. Where's the Reaver? The Reaver is going for counter. Okay, well, if he gets the tank, I guess it's still playable. Are you kidding me? It had 1 shot left. Absolutely insane. Now, here's the Reaver drop, the counter Reaver drop that probably should have happened a really long time ago while he was sitting with his Dragoons on top of his ramp. So there's no mining going on here. A little bit of mining going on here. The siege tank push continues. This might be a situation where you lift your command center and bring it over. As crazy as that sounds. All right, he's getting up into range of the Nexus. Now, is this something Best can break? He has double Reaver. Yeah, I think there's still potential here if he keeps his Nexus alive. This could technically go into a draw. It doesn't seem too likely, but technically it could. Okay, let's see what he does with the incoming shuttle and Reaver. I think these Marines were actually maybe waiting for that shuttle. Okay, he's going to go with all of his units at once. Oh my god. Just targets that down immediately. GG is called. That is not how I expected that to go. Okay, so that was fun. That was fun. I'll acknowledge that that was a fun game. That should not go like that. One Reaver in the shuttle, it doesn't make too much sense. Like, the thing is, it was a good stim and chase by FAMAS too. Like, he did well to chase it down and kill it, but that's what really screwed everything up for Best. And realistically, what Best probably should have done is Reaver shuttle instead of Reaver, because he Reaver and rallied them down, and that didn't really help. And then the engagement here was where he actually lost the game. Because he could have walked up his ramp and just sat, gone for Reaver counterplay, and potentially done so much damage that he just wins off one base versus one base. So definitely some big misplays there from Best. Congrats to FAMAS for the really weird win. Love to see it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you next time.